Hi, this is Ben Gaylor from Mode Sound, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to effectively remix a song using just the Native Instruments track to Control F1. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a loop out of a song. Now my song today is Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites by Skrillex. So I'm going to come down to here. Now this is just how to do it on the software. You do it differently on the hardware, but I'm just doing it today on the software. So I'm going to click here where it says 16, and that'll give me a 16 beat or 4-bar loop. So I just click on that, and it'll play the first 4 bars of the piece. So that'll be a nice loop to have in my remix. So I'm going to come up to here where the title is. I'm going to click on the title and drag it into an empty slot on my remix deck. So there we go, it's automatically assigned it as a loop, and I can just click it on the F1 to play it. So that's good. Now, next thing I'll do, unclick that, and I'm going to want to take a loop from a different part of the song, so I might choose the chorus. So again, I'm just using a 4-bar loop. You can use longer loops if you want, but this is what I'm doing. I'm going to grab the title again and drop it into the remix deck. So that's going pretty well. Now I might also want to choose a part of the song to use as a one-shot. So, for example, just before the drop. Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Oh my god! So I'm going to use the Yes, oh my god. I'm going to grab the title and again drop it into an empty slot on my remix deck. But unfortunately, it automatically assigns it as a loop. But that's not a problem because I can click on type. I can make sure it says PL. You might have to go between them like that. And I'll just click on it. Make sure it's blue because the blue symbolizes that it's a one-shot. So now... Yes! Oh my god! So that's essentially what you're going to do. Just take bits out of the song and drop it into your remix decks. So here's what I've prepared earlier on page 1. You've got this all working properly. Now what you're going to want to do to make it a proper remix is you're going to want to put your own little elements into the song. So on my computer here, I'm going to go and open up my DAW, in this case Logic Pro, and what I've recorded myself playing on my MIDI keyboard is the tune to Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites. So what I'm going to want to do is drop that into the remix deck. So I'm going to click on File, Export Track as Audio File, save it to Desktop. So there we go, I'll put Logic, and now, there we go, it's right there. I can just drop it straight into a remix deck. Slot. Now that that's in there, when you drag something in that way, it automatically puts it in as a one-shot. So again, you'll click on Type, change it so it's green to make it a loop. So now I've got my own part. Which I can put into the song. Now in a link in the description, I have put a download link for the MIDI for this, so you can download that and you can make your own synth and you can do that your own way, so you can put it into your song. So there we go, now I'm all ready to go using the Traktor Remix decks. Now just a few performance tips for you guys. First one is that using the colors on the F1 to actually help you rather than just looking cool. So I'm going to go into color edit mode by holding shift reverse. Now what I'm going to want to do is take different types of loops and I'm going to make them different colors. So these ones here are my leads, so I'm going to make them light blue. My outro over here I'll make dark blue. All my drop loops I might make red. It's not very easy to see in this light, but when you're on stage and it's dark, this will help you a lot. I'm going to make my vocal loops yellow. I'm going to make my Yes Oh My God one shot green. And I'm going to make my own loop say pink. Now again, it doesn't really matter which colours as long as you can remember them. Now another performance tip is when you're playing a loop, sometimes you want to stop instantly, but that can be quite hard. You've got to go shift and then hit that, which can take a while. So what is a good idea is just to have an empty slot at the bottom or anywhere on your remix deck. So now I can just go stop it instantly just by hitting that bottom part. Another little tip is to make sure you have punch mode on. That'll mean that it's not really boring because all the loops restart, and for example in the drop you can just be skipping right between different parts. Without even having to think, you can just hit different parts and it won't restart every time. And finally, make sure the quantization value is not really high. I normally keep it about 1 beat quantization, but you can have it as low as you like, up to that's a quarter of a beat, so a 16th note quantization. So those are my performance tips. So now you're ready to go with Traktor Control F1 and the remix decks. I hope you've enjoyed this F1 tutorial. If you'd like an example on how to use the F1 for live performance, take the link appearing on screen now to my performance of Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites on the F1 and my MIDI keyboard. Also subscribe for more tutorials and check out our other channel for our original songs.